Hello and welcome to this GanttUP explainer video, how to use the problem-solving process. You should first position yourself on the PROB sheet. This video continues to demonstrate the entry of the textbook case study project into GanttUP. The first step is to enter the issue to be solved in the description of issues table. This issue is taken from the project status report and entered as follows. The main actor who was signed for the promotional video was recently diagnosed with pneumonia. Okay, so that is our issue. Now, we're going to use two different problem-solving approaches, cost-benefit analysis and weighted average. First, for the cost-benefit analysis, let's enter first our three alternatives. We can hire a new actor for the main role, that is, replace the person who's sick, hire someone new. The second is, after thinking about it, move one of the other actors that have already been hired in the minor roles to take over the main role. Then ask one of the team members that are currently on the project, like Eli or Chris or Maddie, to play the minor role. And then finally, do nothing and wait for the main actor to get well. So those are three different alternatives. There might be others, there could be different three, but those are three reasonable alternatives. Now let's rank the costs and benefits. Now we're going to use the scale, which is where 10 is best, 1 is the least best or poor, and that in the middle is somewhere sort of neutral. So we're going to use that scale. So for the costs and benefits, for the first alternative, we can select 10 best through 1 worst. Let's enter for this one, it has a cost of 5, right? So it's not the lowest, it's not 0. So 0 additional cost would be 10. A huge cost would be 1, but we're saying it's somewhere in the middle. In terms of benefit, this would have high benefit. We would be, kind of assured of not being late. We would have a new actor who would be, arguably as good, and so on. So that's what we're saying for this one. For alternative 2, which is to move another actor into the main role and ask, one of our team members to take over. The cost for that one is better, right? So that we feel that we would be able to not spend too much additional money to do that. So pretty good cost, but the benefit is lower because we have a very inexperienced person playing the minor role. Our team member might not. It really could affect the quality of the video. The do nothing approach, the cost we felt here is best. We're not spending any additional money, but our benefit drops in that what if he or she doesn't get well? So we're saying, well, what about the benefit is around 4, okay? So you see here that we have a different average, and the highest is highlighted in green. So according to our cost-benefit analysis, alternative 1 is the best alternative. Okay, so that's the cost-benefit analysis. Now, if we move on to the weighted average approach, the same 3 alternatives are automatically copied down, so you don't have to recopy those, because we're going to evaluate the same three alternatives. However, we first have to provide the percentages in each of our categories of cost, time, and effectiveness. Okay, given the high focus on schedule of this project, we're deciding to give timeliness 60%. However, we need to get this to green. This needs to add up to 100%. So the remaining 40% is split between cost effectiveness is 10%, and the effectiveness of the solution of the output is 30%. And that's how we've decided to rank the categories. Now, again, this could be varied on other issues and so on, but that's what we're saying. So again, we go through this process strictly on cost. We say, well, this one is kind of middle of the road, similar to what we did above. For timeliness, we're saying, well, it's not the best, but it's not the worst. We're going to say about a 7. And effectiveness, we're saying this is, we expect this to be highly effective. So a 7.7. Now, so far, this is green. It's the number one. The second one, we're saying the cost effectiveness is better than number one. So we're saying it's a 9. Timeliness, it isn't quite as good because we might have to do some additional training of the team member and so on. So we're a little worried about time on there relative to number one. And the effectiveness we're saying is, we're saying a 4, not quite as good. So it's got a lower score. Let's see how the do nothing is here. We said cost, really good. Okay. Timeliness, this is the main problem here, in that what if the actor doesn't, like we could really mess up our schedule if he or she gets worse, and isn't able to come back in time. But the effectiveness, if they do return, would be very good. So here again, number one is still our best option. You can see the differences between alternative 2 and 3 are a little closer here than they were up there. But that's two different approaches for solving problems using two different problem-solving approaches. So thank you for watching this video.